News.mc on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on News.mc, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who make Monaco.
Hello everyone, I'm Justin Hyman, Deputy CEO of the Monaco Economic Board on News.mc on Monaco Info.
What's been making headline in the past week? On April the 3rd, Monaco's National Council adopted 3 key bills aimed at strengthening the Principality's economic and social foundations. A major reform of company law introduces new business structures, including the single-member SARL and the Société Civile de Moyens, to encourage entrepreneurship and resource sharing. The legislation also modernizes administrative procedures, reduces permit processing times to 45 days, and permits video conferencing for company meetings, enhancing flexibility for Monaco-based enterprises. The 2 other bills focus on housing, reallocating public land to allow for new residential developments. Notably, between 76 and 90 apartments are planned in the Jardin Exotique area, marking a significant expansion beyond the National Housing Plan. Together, these measures reflect Monaco's commitment to balancing economic innovation with social priorities and underscore the close cooperation between the government and National Council in shaping the Principality's future. Flavio Briatore was named Monaco's Goodwill Ambassador 2025 during a gala at the Hôtel de Paris on April the 4th in the presence of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II. The title honors those who enhance Monaco's global reputation, and the evening celebrated Briatore's deep ties to the Principality. Recently appointed to lead the Alpine F1 team, Briatore thanked the Sovereign and the Monaco Ambassador Club. The event also raised funds for Frankie's Children Foundation and introduced the Young Ambassador Club to inspire future civic leaders. Court number 2 at the Rolex Monte-Carlo Masters was officially renamed Court Elizabeth Anne de Massy on the 5th of April, honoring the late Baroness's lifelong dedication to tennis in Monaco and beyond. The ceremony took place in the presence of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II and the Baroness's daughter, Melanie Antoinette de Massy, president of the tournament. Now elevated as the 3rd main court, it will host 4 matches per day between April 5th and 10th. More than 30 top players, including Djokovic, Tsitsipas, Medvedev, and Monaco's own Valentin Vachereau, attended the tribute. Following the inauguration, Melanie Antoinette unveiled a newly expanded players' village, including private areas and a new player path, further enhancing the tournament's prestige and player experience. April the 6th marked the 20th anniversary of the passing of Prince Rainier III, Monaco's beloved builder prince. Ruling from 1949 to 2005, Rainier transformed the Principality from a small, casino-dependent enclave into a thriving sovereign state. He married American actress Grace Kelly in 1956, a union that brought glamour and cultural revival. His reign was defined by bold infrastructure projects, economic diversification, and constitutional reform. A champion of the arts and environment, Rainier's legacy endures in Monaco's institutions, skyline, and values, and in the lasting vision he passed to His Serene Highness Prince Albert II. The Rolex Monte-Carlo Masters officially got underway on April 5th, following the traditional draw ceremony held the day prior at the Monte-Carlo Bay Hotel. The event was attended by Ms. Melanie Antoinette de Massy, president of the tournament, and 2-time champion Stefanos Tsitsipas. Renowned for its spectacular seaside setting and prestige, the tournament once again delivers a blend of world-class tennis, passionate crowds, and the inimitable atmosphere of the Principality. With top ATP players battling for the coveted clay court title, this edition promises thrilling matches and unforgettable moments. We will be spotlighting the tournament's key highlights and standout performances in our next edition. With just weeks to go before the Monaco Grand Prix, more than 650 volunteers, nicknamed the Orange Army, took part in a weekend training session to prepare for their roles as official race marshals. Organised by the Automobile Club de Monaco, the programme featured 10 tailored workshops covering flag signals, fire risks, accident response and safety protocols. This year's training included a major innovation, a specially modified AI-powered car developed in collaboration with students from the University of Nice. The vehicle simulates real-world emergencies and tracks marshals' reactions, offering personalised analysis. Each participant, newcomer or veteran, is evaluated based on individual and team performance, ensuring everyone is ready for race day. The session reinforces Monaco's commitment to race safety, supported by one of the most advanced training programs in the world. Monaco has unveiled its new Taxi Monaco app, launched on April the 8th, to transform how residents and visitors book rides across the Principality. Developed by a Monegasque company at Monaco Boost, the app streamlines taxi access with features like real-time tracking, secure payments, and driver communication. Part of the extended Monaco digital initiative, the app complements the newly launched Monaco.mc website and rebranding of the official taxi network. The app enhances visibility and professional standards, offering a smooth, tech-driven experience just in time for Monaco's busy summer season and international events. The Roca team clinched a hard-fought win over Asvel 78-83 on the evening of Thursday, April 10th, securing 4th place and home court advantage for the EuroLeague playoffs. Despite Asvel being out of contention, they didn't make it easy for Monaco, who had to rely on near-perfect free-throw shooting in the final moments, going 30 for 37 overall, including clutch performances from Jordan Lloyd and Mike James. Next up, our exclusive interview with the personalities making the Principality.
Hello everyone, I'm Justin Hyman, Deputy CEO of the Monaco Economic Board, the MEB. The Monaco Economic Board is the entity in charge of promoting the economy of the Principality. As of today, we're quite proud to say that we have over 650 companies registered within our chamber. We like to think that we are the link to company CEOs, C-level executives meeting each other within the Principality. So the Chamber of Commerce nationally is really here to promote synergies between the companies so that the companies can work together. And another aspect that we also like to promote when we're abroad, beyond what I just said, is the sustainability factor. The economic development strategy has therefore 2 legs, the environmental transition as well as digital transition. So yes, that's another aspect as well that's key nowadays, is to talk about the sustainability, especially to the younger generations. I was very lucky to come in the 90s to Monaco and was educated at Collège Charles III and Lycée Albert Ier before going on in higher education to the UK, Sussex University and the London School of Economics, as well as doing a year in Sciences Po Paris and joining therefore the Monaco Economic Board, first of all as Director of Monaco Invest in 2016. So we are in charge of coordinating all the different entities that promote these different spheres in order to be more comprehensive and thorough, traveling notably abroad and promoting the Principality. We're also members for now over 2 decades of the ICC, the International Chamber of Commerce, based in Paris. Through that network, we also get to meet a lot of different chambers. That's how we get to meet other chambers and their heads, their chief executives. So that's how we aim to find out where we go. We can also every year go with a club called le CEMA, le Club des Entreprises Monégasques en Afrique, which is a small association, but very dynamic one, of companies dealing with Francophone, but also some Anglophone countries within Africa, and doing a lot of business there, so we try to accompany with them on certain trips. We focus on the fundamentals of the Principality and obviously the economic side of things, but what we like to say to potential investors, entrepreneurs, we tell them that this is a thriving business platform, very small but very agile, extremely stable, both in its economy but also in its politics, extremely secure. We have the chance of having the same reigning family, the Grimaldi family, for over 7 centuries, and we therefore have a very clear plan of what the future holds. So for an entrepreneur looking to develop his business, Monaco is an ideal location to set up in. We also obviously have the International University of Monaco, which has now even increased very highly its standards. And all these new schools have brought some very exciting new staff and give Monaco the opportunity to offer very good education also to these families that we wish to anchor in the Principality on the long term. We are a Chamber of Commerce, but we're also an investment promotion agency, which is the part of Invest in Monaco. So we not only try to promote our members and engage in international affairs and opportunities, the outbound investment side of things, but we're also here to attract investment from abroad, the inbound investment side of things. It's quite unique actually, because often in most countries those two parts are separate, but in Monaco we've made a one-stop shop including both the Chamber of Commerce and the Investment Promotion Agency in Monaco in order to increase fluidity. Our goal is always to look after, obviously, our members that are growing. I mean, as I mentioned, we're now 650 members strong. So our aim on the Chamber of Commerce side is obviously to develop even more synergies with our members and between the members, potentially increase slowly but surely, but most importantly, satisfy their needs. On the challenges front, I guess, yes, I mean, you always have to face challenges. So we wish to make sure that we give our best, and most importantly, as I mentioned earlier on, the services are as excellent as they've always been. The number of members are growing every year, so it is a challenge to keep that going, as well as costs, because all these events, all these trade missions, all these services do have a cost, and as you all know, inflation has hit everyone, so it's a challenge also to stay in the clear financially. The main thing is with the grey list, because many countries have been on this list, which only means there is more checks done, there's no sanctions. But for us at the MEB, no, it's business as usual, and we're going to continue helping our members grow, exchange with each other and go international, and also continue promoting the Principality to attract new talent, new investors and new entrepreneurs. When we promote Monaco abroad, the main thing is to convince the people of what is going on here. They can't believe their ears that we have a university within the Principality. They wouldn't know that we have a thriving economy. They often have a very strong misconception about the Principality, especially on the economic side. For a lot of these people, Monaco is just a seaside destination where you can spend a few weeks in the year, but it's really not the case. You can really create thriving in an international cosmopolitan city and be very accessible with the airport nearby to the rest of Europe, but beyond, as you know.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, News.mc and MonacoInfo.com. Next week, we will receive Anthony Alberti, also known as Mr. One T's. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience. For daily and real-time news updates in English, please visit News.mc and subscribe to our free daily newsletter. For French news, visit MonacoInfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.